An exponential function is one that's in the form of f at x is equal to c times a raised to the x power, where both a and c are real numbers. A does need to be a positive quantity that is not equal to 1, and c cannot be equal to 0. The value c is considered to be the initial value, and the value a is considered to be the growth factor. What we'll see is that an exponential function is going to have a graph that either increases exponentially or perhaps decreases exponentially. Exponential functions also have a domain that is all real numbers. The reason why these exclusions are made for exponential functions is because if any of these things were to happen, the graph would not look like this. And let's take a quick look at why. If c were equal to 0, what we would end up with is y is equal to 0 times a to the x power, which would be 0. And y is equal to 0 is the equation of the x-axis. It is not an exponentially increasing or decreasing function. It's a constant function. If a were allowed to be 1, again, we would have some constant times 1 raised to the x power, which is just going to be some constant times 1, because 1 raised to any power is just 1. This would be y is equal to a constant, which again is a horizontal line, not an increasing or decreasing exponential function. So these two values have to be excluded. Let's take a look at why a has to be a positive quantity. If we had a function where a was allowed to be a negative quantity, then we would have infinitely many different domain restrictions. An exponential function is going to end up having an unrestricted domain. We're going to have a graph that stretches from negative infinity all the way through to positive infinity. But if we have a negative base here, let's just look at one example that 1/2 is not part of the domain of this function. Because no matter what that constant is, if I had a negative base raised to the 1/2 power, that's the same thing as c times the square root of -2, which would then be c times I rad 2s, which is imaginary and not a graphable point. So we'd say x could not be equal to 1/2. It's not in the domain of this function if the base was negative. So we can't have negative bases and also an unrestricted domain. So in order to be considered an exponential function, these criteria have to hold true. So let's look at a quick example to determine whether or not these are exponential functions. In part A, we have 3 times 2 raised to the x power. The base is positive, it's not equal to 1, the initial value is not equal to 0, so yes, part A is exponential. And now in part B, while we do have an exponent in this function, this is not exponential because the x is not in the exponent. In order to be exponential, the independent variable needs to occur in the exponent position. So this is not an exponential function. As a matter of fact, it's a third-degree polynomial. In our last example, we see that the growth factor is positive. It's not equal to 1. And our multiplier on the front here is not equal to 0. We do have our variable x occurring in the exponent position. And so here again in part C, this one is yes, exponential.